Welcome back to Pass IELTS Plus. In today's video, we're diving into a Band 9 speaking model answer. We'll be tackling a very common IELTS topic, describing an important rule at your school or workplace. This is a great topic to practice because it really tests your vocabulary and your ability to develop ideas clearly. Let's look at the cue card. It says, describe a rule that is important in your school or at work. Here's how you could approach it. One rule that I find extremely important at work is our policy on punctuality. Specifically, everyone is expected to arrive at least 10 minutes before our official start time. This was introduced a few years ago by our manager, and the main goal was to ensure smoother handovers between shifts and foster better teamwork right from the start of the day. I first learned about this rule during my job orientation. Honestly, my initial reaction was that it sounded a bit strict. I thought, 10 minutes early, every single day. But after just a few weeks, I began to see the logic behind it and how much it genuinely improved our team's productivity. When everyone is present and settled before the day officially begins, our morning meetings start on time and nobody feels rushed or left behind. It sets a calm, organized tone for the rest of the day. The main purpose of this rule isn't just about being on time. It's about creating a professional atmosphere and showing mutual respect for our colleagues' time. It might seem like a small detail, but it has a massive impact on making the entire office run more efficiently. It prevents those little delays that can add up and cause unnecessary stress. I believe it's a deeply beneficial rule. Punctuality is more than just a habit. It reflects a person's reliability and commitment. These are two qualities that are highly valued not just in a professional setting, but in life in general. It shows that you care about your work and the people you work with. Now, let's move on to some related Part 3 questions you might encounter. First question. What is the main purpose of having rules in schools or workplaces? Well, I think the primary goal is to maintain order and ensure fairness for everyone. Imagine a place with no rules. It would be chaotic. People might act selfishly or inconsistently, which would disrupt the environment. Rules provide a clear structure, set expectations, and create a level playing field where everyone knows what is required of them. Next, are there differences between the rules in schools and offices? Yes, definitely. While both are about creating a functional environment, their focus differs. School rules are often centered on discipline, safety, and developing good learning habits in students. Think about rules like wearing a uniform or completing homework. In contrast, workplace rules are typically geared towards efficiency, professionalism, and legal compliance. They focus on things like meeting deadlines, data security, and maintaining a respectful workplace. However, both types of rules ultimately teach responsibility and accountability. And a final question. How should managers deal with those who often break rules? That's a tricky one. I think the first step should always be communication. A good manager should try to understand the reason behind the behavior. Is it due to personal stress, a lack of clarity about the rule, or something else? A private conversation can often resolve the issue. However, if the behavior persists, despite this, then there need to be clear and consistent consequences. This isn't about punishment, but about maintaining fairness for all the other employees who are following the rules. I hope you found this Band 9 model answer helpful. If you enjoyed this video and want more IELTS tips, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Pass IELTS Plus. Don't forget to download the free worksheet and book a one-on-one lesson using the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.